There's no button on here that shows a wallet. The
It,
options? Is that
I
it?
look
I
at the
kinda
way that
see
little
it.
logo is. Kind of
I
looks like the
kinda see
wallet
it.
one.
I kinda see it now. But that's where the options button is. How are you gonna...
There's no options, so
There's no
just go to your
options.
wallet.
It's just
Just go to your
wallet.
wallet.
It's just wallet. What the fuck?
I think that's the fucking feedback button, because it looks like there's squiggly
How do you
lines
start
above
a
that one.
game? How do you start a game? There's no
B
start
button.
button. You've got a whole middle area with nothing there. Where's your start button? We are going to be doing a discussion today. Today's discussion is on the Polium console. Now, I know a lot of people covered this a few days ago, but I don't like to rush out my videos. I like to wait for enough info to drop to really be able to cover something, and
Mhm.
I'm really glad that I didn't cover this a few days ago because what happened is actually really funny. So, this is the world's first NFT console. And
Oh.
apparently, the thing that they want to do is they want to take already existing NFT games and have it available on this console. As far as I'm aware of, those are the only games that you can play, or games that will involve cryptocurrency and NFTs. Do you know what's funny about that? Well, what's funny is that both cryptocurrency and NFTs are rapidly dropping in worth right now. And this
Yeah.
console is slated to release in 2 years. 2 years this console is going to come out. This is also built around the metaverse and Meta in general. And Meta has made Facebook stock tank. So everything that this console is built around are things that are failing currently. In
Amazing.
a post-pandemic world, everything that this thing is building on is falling apart. Now, you may notice that the logo in the top corner is different than the logo on top of the web page, and different than the logo on the console. Well, that's
Hmm.
because Polium got called out for stealing the GameCube logo. So they slightly
Shameless.
modified it to make it look a little bit less like the GameCube. But it
It's
still
fucking
looks like the
ugly.
GameCube. But now the new logo is overly complicated. And I
Yeah.
think it looks worse. They could have just came up with a whole new logo, but it's like a whole, I don't want to admit defeat. I'll look like I'm changing something, but I don't want to look like I had to change all of it. So really,
Yeah.
it's still the same logo. It just has a few extra lines now. That's really it. And for the people who made their video days ago, they didn't catch up with the redditors who were actually digging into this console. Apparently, both the shell and the controller are not made by Polium. They are instead just generic fucking Android console and a Korean controller from a Korean failed console that was also a scam. So the assets they're using are not assets they made. They're assets from a different scam product. Chances are they
Amazing.
could be the same assets and this is the same company rebranding. I'm not gonna
Maybe.
stick to that idea, but there's a possibility because
Yeah.
it's pretty difficult to fucking just slap your logo on an existing 3D model unless you're the one who made the 3D model.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the first Web 3.0 gaming console. Now Web 3.0 is a hypothetical new version of the internet. Web 1.0 was when the internet was in its infancy. It was in the 90s and early 2000s. Web 2.0 is the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter dystopia that we currently exist in, where only corporations own websites. And Web 3.0 is where corporate companies pretend to be independent and pretend to be hip and cool, but they're all just scamming you for cryptocurrency. That is the hypothetical Web 3.0, where you
I
just get
think.
scammed for cryptocurrency over and over again. The reason why the current internet is fine is because PayPal makes it really easy to do transactions on the internet. A lot
Hmm.
of places will just take your bank card. Um, right now, making money and exchanging money on the internet is simple.
Yep.
Cryptocurrency complicates that, and it builds up a wall of who can enter into the exchange because you have to already
Hmm.
know how to exchange your real money into monopoly money. So that's already limiting who can get involved in this. One thing I want to bring up is on the controller, it still shows the Touch ID that is owned by fucking Apple. They do not have permission to use that. They've changed it on the actual descriptions of the console, but it's still on the mock-up controller. So it just shows how quickly they're doing this. And on here, it now instead of saying Touch ID, it says scanner. Just scanner. It'll scan you. And
Why? What's it scanning?
they're saying, uh, in a second they'll contradict this, but they're saying this tiny box can do ray tracing and can go up to 120 frames. This thing. They want you to believe this thing can do ray tracing. And 4K. Ultra HD 4K. So, they say it's a meta-chain console. Play games that are built on Immutable X, Solana, Polygon, and then a bunch of logos, Wax. I don't know any of this shit, and I think I might be a better person because of it. Because I'm not wasting my money on these fucking monopoly scams. This is something they brag about, having a clean dashboard. But it looks like they're getting ready to donate to a cancer foundation with that $30,000 in their wallet.
Oh no.
But yeah, these fucking crypto games, they think that you want to play this. One of the games there is fucking a game called Grit. I don't know what Grit is, but it looks like a Red Dead Redemption ripoff. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like Red Dead for fucking $5. Console features. A multi-chain wallet for trading, swapping, and bridging. So it's saying that unlike normal game consoles that you can put your bank card on, a usable currency, this one's going to be focused around fucking digital crypto wallets. Which sounds like an amazing idea. There's a crypto wallet made into your console. Do you know what I think the inspiration for this console actually was?
What?
Remember a while back when people said that the Nintendo Switch cooking mama was mining Bitcoin? I think
No.
that's what they saw that and they're like, oh fuck yeah, we can make that real. That we can make your console mine Bitcoin. You can play video games to get your Bitcoin. Or it sounds like in the Crypto Land ads, which we didn't cover that because this channel didn't exist then, but in the Crypto Land ads, they're like, you'll be able to exercise at the gym, and exercising will get you fucking cryptocurrency. It's like, that is the silliest, stupidest shit I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
This is a feature, apparently. Download games. You can download
Wow,
games
no
on your
way.
gaming console. Metaverses and apps. It's going to be mostly apps because it's going to be an Android console if it ever does come out. But metaverses, you think that there's going to be more than one? What do you consider a metaverse? Because right now the only metaverse to currently exist by that label is
Fucking
Facebook's, and
Facebook.
it's shit. It's
Yeah.
absolute shit. Buy and trade NFTs and in-game items. You can already do that on your PC. Like, is this going to have fucking Team Fortress? Is this gonna have fucking CS:GO? What else? What does that mean? Are you gonna make games similar to that exclusively around trading in-game items? It's just so stupid. That's just so stupid when you can just do that on the comfort and ease of your computer or your fucking phone. Why would I go to a video game console for that? I go to a video game console to play fucking video games.
Nah,
Check
it's totally
leaderboards,
fine.
transactions, and game activity. That's just already a feature on consoles. Like,
Yeah.
that's not anything to brag about. Stay
No.
connected with your friends, messaging and voice chat. Yeah, welcome to the year 2002. It's not impressive. That's not a bragging point. The console will run games that are built on, and I don't know any of these. I know C++, I know fucking Java. I don't really know the other logos, but they don't
I
have,
know.
they should have little text underneath it. Like, if this was a competent
think-
website, it would have text under the fucking logos telling basic people what this shit is, because I'm not tech savvy. I'm not fucking internet savvy. I don't know what this shit is. I see two snakes. Well, they should have something like any competent website. When you hover over it, it would have like a link that you could
Yeah.
click to that'll lead you to the website. This is just a website. There's nothing here. You can't even click on the fucking logo. It's a PNG. It's a PNG that you can drag off of the website. Here's the controller, and they brag about the controller. Remember, this was not made by them. They did not make this controller. Also, their thumbsticks do not have fucking pads on them. Wonderful. And all the buttons are the same color. A clear, transparent color. So this is built for Web3 gaming. I'm sure the Korean guy who made the original controller intended that. It'll
Oh,
have a
absolutely.
fingerprint scanner. I don't know where the scanner is. It just shows the fingerprint logo. So I don't know where that scanner is supposed to be at on this fucking controller. There's no like little fucking thing to show it. Because like normally on phones, it's the touchscreen. So like shouldn't there be a screen in the middle or something? Like some
I
type of
think it might
smooth
just be a
area?
bar.
That's just so stupid. Because like if it was built like a PlayStation controller and just had like a little groove right there, then I could be like, oh,
Yeah.
there's the fingerprint scanner. Or hell,
Yeah.
even a Nintendo controller where it has like the fucking amiibo scanner. Like anything that would make me indicate that, yeah, this is where that is. Wallet button for quickly accessing your wallet while in game. I don't see that button.
Let's see.
I don't see the wallet button unless it's like the fucking start or options buttons here stolen from the PlayStation. This is mostly just a PlayStation controller, but with Xbox or fucking Nintendo buttons. But where's that button? Like you're
think
saying it's here, but I don't see the button. Like it has a logo here on the website, a logo that is fucking having black bits on it because you didn't fucking make it correctly. You just stole the wallet logo, but
I
there's no button on here that shows a wallet. The options? Is that it?
look
I
at the way
kinda
that
see
little
it.
logo is. Kind of
I
looks like the
kinda see
wallet
it.
one.
I kinda see it now. But that's where the options button is. How are you gonna...
There's no options. So
There's no
just go
options.
to your wallet.
It's just
Just go
wallet.
to your wallet.
It's just wallet. What the fuck?
I think that's the fucking feedback button because it looks like there's squiggly
How do you
lines
start
above
a
that one.
game? How do you start a game? There's no
B
start
button.
button. You've got a whole middle area with nothing there. Where's your start button? That's your home button because you ripped this off from a PlayStation controller. Where's your start and select? You need extra buttons. Yeah, high-packed feedback. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Headphone
no
jack.
idea.
That's a basic thing, and that looks like the PlayStation. That's in the same spot that the PlayStation's is.
Yeah, literally.
Sensitive touchpad. Sensitive touchpad. Where? Where's the touchpad? Like, the PlayStation has the touchpad. I don't see it here. They could have just stole a PlayStation controller outright and then just scribbled out the fucking buttons. You did that with the fucking GameCube logo. Just do it with the controller. Roadmap for 2022-2024. So if you click on the console thing, it shows in 2021 they had the idea. 2021 they had planning. 2022 will be console design. Then everything else is profit. But let's look at overview. 2022 Polium Pass, which is where you buy the NFT. So how this is going to work is you buy the NFT that they're going to launch, and the NFT guarantees you to get the console. So if they decide to just run away with your money, technically that's legally viable, and you would have to take them to court to deem if you got scammed, because you're not buying the console. You're buying an NFT that guarantees you the console.
Oh fuck. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, that's what you're doing here. They're going to print like a certain amount of NFTs, and you have to get the NFT to get the console. But you can still get the console when it releases, quote unquote, later. You can still get it if you want it. But if you want it immediately and have a guaranteed spot for this amazing idea, you got to get the Polium Pass. 2022 PFP airdrop. 2022 stacking. Game tag claim, SDK. They don't even have the fucking shit made for this console. Like they can't tell you how powerful it's gonna be because they don't have
don't
the
know.
console made. They don't
No.
have the fucking OS made for this. They don't have anything made for this console, and they're guaranteeing all this shit. Polium Wallet Chrome and Polium 1 will release in 2024. So I want to talk about some of the other shit that's going on here. We already talked about the logo controversy. We've already talked about how the console is just a Korean console rebranded. But the people who made this have been very active. And they said they are going to reach out to people who are making crypto games to get games guaranteed for this console. They haven't even gotten developers for this console yet. They haven't mentioned who's
Amazing.
going to be manufacturing this console. They haven't mentioned what their what their fucking boards are going to be made of, how big the console is going to be, if it's feasible to do all this stuff. They promised all of this shit like 4K gaming and fucking fingerprint scanning and shit, and they don't have anything. Like this is like, remember with iDubbbz, with the fucking Kickstarter crap, where
Yeah.
like people were like, this is my gaming console. I'm a fucking hobo in Nebraska and I don't know how to do anything, and this is literally made with duct tape. It's that, but they have a custom 3D model. Like, this is nothing. This is nothing. And this is like the new version of Kickstarter. Instead of doing a Kickstarter, you just say it's crypto. And then people give you that money, and that money doesn't exist, and you get scammed,
No.
and they run away. And unless they're stupid enough to have their real name attached to the project, you're fucked. You're completely
Yep.
fucked, and they just walk away with the money.
Mhm.
And this isn't
Well,
even the
honestly,
first scam console. This is like the third or fourth scam console to exist within the last 10 years on the internet. This is not a new phenomenon. People have done this multiple times and walked away with the money. The Kamiko Chameleon, the fucking Atari thing, like
fucking Soldier Boy.
the Soldier. Well, I mean, with Soldier Boy, you got a console, but it
Did
was like,
you?
yeah, it came out. It was just a reskin of a Chinese bootleg console, and then Nintendo sued him for having NES games packed onto it. The Soldier Boy existed, but it was a scam. You're right on that. It was a scam. But yeah, these fucking consoles, at least with the fucking Soldier Boy, you got it. With the Kamiko Chameleon, you didn't get shit, and with the Atari box, you didn't get shit. So here's the thing. They say they're going to have a working prototype out within the next year. Impossible. They don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck they're doing. They don't have
No.
anything set up. There's no way they're going to have a prototype if they don't even know what the fuck they're aiming for. If this does come out, it will be a reskinned fucking Android box. That's all it will be. It will be an Android console that fucking Chinese companies already make hundreds of anyway. You can get them easily, and it will just have a knockoff GameCube logo slapped on it. And
Yeah.
they're committed to this rebranding. They're committed to showing people that they're not a scam. But they can't even fucking get a new fucking mock-up 3D model made. Like, you changed the logo, but you didn't change the logo. And the
They're too
website's
fucking
coding
lazy.
still has the old logo at the top of the URL. So, what the hell? And the funny thing is like, I went on Google Images last night to make the thumbnail, and I couldn't find any images for this console. I go on it today, and I find a ton of images for this, and the images exist because people are mocking the hell out of this.